you three find yourselves midday, the day before the vernal equinox, looking down on the city of Westfork. Down below, down these kind of rolling hills, lies this city. It is a large city; is about the size of the Rory Crossroads. There's a reason why the stadier seats, I should say, are the stadier seats. There are no stadier in small cities. And as you are traveling south, you note as through your travels that it seems like all so in traveling in like the world, generally like heading north feels a certain way. Like it is like that's the cardinal direction. Like that's the way to go. There's the North Star. There's north is the one most emphasized in culture, at least in the northern hemisphere. As you've traveled south through the northern reaches, you feel like that is the cardinal direction. That is the way to go. Like the S on the compass is the important one. And you have encountered more people, you've encountered more traffic, and as you travel south, the Storm Range Mountains have started to loom higher and higher across the horizon. As you approach the city of Westfork, they are prominent. Like it feels like you could reach out and touch them. You are almost up against the mountains. As you descend through these rolling hills down into the city of Westfork, it's pretty lively. It's the day before the first day of spring. It's not a holiday, but it's a big day. Like it is of note. Changing of the seasons are a very important thing. The city of Westfork lays in front of you. It is at as you are traveling south towards the city, you can see the two roads heading east and west. West is on your right, east is on your left. Two major roads. As you're kind of descending on the city, it is a walled city. There is a fortress of sorts, much like in the Rory Crossroads. But this city, it seems, as you are descending into it, it seems a lot lighter, more jovial. Maybe it's just in that the stone and wood, the stone quarried nearby and the wood used to construct the buildings and even the wall is of like a lighter, it's a paler gray. It's not white stone, but it is on the lighter spectrum. So it seems the city shines a bit even in the midday light. You note that there are as you are descending down towards the city, you can see tons of emotion. There are people trying to get into the city at the gates. You can even see like a line of people on the western side on your right, trying to get in through the west gate. And it appears like it's popping. The city is like it's kind of bumping. There's a lot going on. Westfork is one of the last stops. It is the last major stop before storms fall on the way from the ocean. And it's the first major stop outside of Storm's Fall, the capital, on the way to the ocean. So if you're doing any trade by way of ship, you're going to pass through Westfork on the way. The city gate, there is a bit of a line. As always, these city guardsmen, their uniforms are red and white. As you approach, there's a bit of line. There are a few carts. There are a couple families in carts. There is one like large cart that appears to have agricultural products, maybe like wheat or wool. It's something in large bags. Maybe some form of grain. It's hard to tell, like just giant bags. And you suspect it's a lot of people are coming into town because tomorrow not only is it the first day of spring, but it's also a market day. Generally, large cities will have a market on the first day of the week. The line begins to move. Eventually, you do reach the gate, and there are 2 guardsmen either side of the gate and 2 guardsmen interviewing people coming in. So the line diverges into 2. The family goes to the left one. The older gentleman with seems to be a staff, like maybe a large walking stick, who is in the right, moves on, and the guard who is there says, "Next, please step up." He looks you over, and he looks over the 3 of you, who are such a trio.
We look shady as hell.
Such a odd group, right? Alfonz, who is really well dressed, but not really well dressed, but looks like he's been wearing those clothes for a long time and they've gotten really worn out. Or you might have stolen them from somebody who had much nicer clothes. Ilikhal, who stands out in every crowd because you were taller than everyone in almost every crowd. And this third individual, this third male, who is just not making any noise, not just there, just with the other 2. You are Ronald, Philip, Kevin is the third body in a trio of people. He has a pike, nice long spear tip. He sticks in the ground and goes, "State your business."
We are mere travelers on our way to Storm's Fall.
Capital, huh? He's like, "Well, you're still a ways out from there. Where are you coming from?"
We started our journey in Melt, and we've been making our way west and then south from Bird's Crossroads.
He kind of he's giving you more trouble than they did at the Crossroads. He's I don't know. He kind of
My good sir, what appears to be the problem?
You carry half-empty packs. You carry a very large sword. No offense.
I am
Is
a very
it large
person.
in proportionate to my friend's stature? I don't believe so.
It is exactly appropriate for my size.
Our pouches are half empty from a week on the road. We are weary travelers just looking to make a stop.
Stock on our rations before we head out.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Both of us?
Whoever, you can either each make one, or one of you can make it with advantage.
Okay, make it with advantage.
Sure. All right, we will take a 19 plus 2.
Nice.
He kind of stands straight, and he show where he goes. "Don't make any trouble." And he steps aside. He says, "Enjoy your time in the city. Have a good spring equinox as well."
Trouble? We wouldn't know anything of the sort. As we kind of pass along.
Real subtle.
And you enter the city.
Summer's blessing upon you.
Next. Yeah, I don't know. You entered the city. And before you is a major road. It looks like it goes towards the center of the city. This part of the city appears to be of moderate income. There are lots of 2-story housing. It is that it's all in the style of the actual inn that you stayed at in the Red Crossroads. It's that white, kind of plaster with the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
the wood beams?
I got you.
Yeah,
wood beams.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I don't know what that
I can picture it. Yeah,
but it appears to be most of the buildings, at least in this part of the town, are made of that. There is the stone of the wall, that lighter stone, is present in places. A couple of the buildings are fully stone and have that quarried. It appears like it all has come from the same quarry, or at least the same area. the fireplaces, anything that would be made of stone is made of that as well. It is also, it's very uniform. So it's not cobblestone, it is bricks. Even the road beneath your feet isn't cobblestone road, it is brick. So everything seems like much more orderly here. The streets are a lot cleaner. Even like traffic appears to be a little more organized than what you experience in the road crossroad. You also note as you are traveling towards the center of town, there are various like little like stalls and things that are selling like spring related stuff, things for like to celebrate the equinox. There are a few stalls that are selling these, how to describe, they're kind of like Hawaiian leis, but instead of flowers, they're like origami. They're origami flowers. So it's like strings of origami flowers in many different like spring colors, pinks and blues, and yellows and oranges. All those bright spring colors, as if in preparation of some sort of like kind of celebration.
How busy is it?
I mean, it's pretty busy. There are with you just like kind of in the streets are like couple hundred people like up and down the streets going about their business. It is midday too, so like people are moving out and about, and it seems like everybody's in a pretty good mood. The weather is still, it's unseasonably warm. It's the day before spring, but it's warm. Like if like Alfonz, you're a little toasty in your robe. Like you want to get like a little bit of a breeze going. Ilikhal with like you can kind of like, you got that a pelt. I don't even like, it's not a cloak. It keeps you warm, but you can kind of like throw that back like a cape and just feel like the air on your chest, essentially. How much of a shirted individual. Pilot, you don't sweat.
Do they feel heat?
Do they feel heat?
Imagine frying an egg on my skin.
I imagine they understand heat. How much do they feel it though? How much does Pilot feel? Yeah, I mean it's pretty busy. There are people of all wealths. What
were you gonna say, Seth?
So I was just gonna ask if I could rob someone.
Now?
You can. You are about 100. No, you're like 100 feet past the gate.
I just want to make sure the people at the gate can't see me when I
make a perception check.
That is a 17.
Appears they wouldn't be able to see you.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can actually see, like, can I see that this is kind of brewing in Pilot's head?
That would be insight.
Yeah, that would be insight.
Ooh, sweet.
Like,
a lot of
Ezio thing just
19s
walked
today. So that's a 23.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see Ronald, Pilot. This is about the most like antsy you've ever seen them get. Like they are hyper observant. They're kind of like looking around. Like you see, like they slow down and they speed up in the crowd, and like you're noticing they're kind of they kind of you can see them like kind of, oh, there's a target. That's a target. Yep, that portly gentleman right there. Portly in more ways than one. That looks like a fat wallet on his belt. You see that?
Can I clap my hand on Ronald's back, just like, Ronald, is everything okay? Just like, what are you doing?
Everything is great.
You seem to be a little on edge.
I am not used to new people, but this is exciting.
I see. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've got some gems I need to sell off, and maybe now that we're back in town, resupply. And I'd like to buy some more magical equipment that we can use on the road. What say we find the market district?
Sounds perfect.
Okay.
All right. Yep. As you head further south, it appears to be residential. There are a couple inns along the way on the main road. You don't necessarily branch off. It's as you investigate the town looking for a market district. Let's get an investigation check. Or an investigation
Nat
check. Will do.
20.
Nat 20 will do.
Nice. I was just gonna give you advantage, but good.
As you're kind of feeling like, Alfonz, you've been in big cities before.
Mm-hmm.
You just you get that like kind of feel sometimes, like you just follow your nose a little bit. Like if it smells like fried bread, that's the market district.
Pretzels, baby.
Yeah, where else would they have them? So you head south, and you just kind of like follow. You like kind of you pick up on the carts, like the major carts full of stuff, like things that look like grains or wool or textiles or whatever. You're starting to pick up that they appear to be going a certain way. So you start to kind of follow them a little bit, like not like that guy on that cart, I'm following that guy. But you kind of get a feel that type of traffic is heading in one direction. While individuals are like breaking off into shops or whatever, the carted traffic is in one way. And a lot of it heads into the center square where it appears that like certain like market stalls are being put up for the or all kinds of stuff is being put up for the equinox. But more even is heading to the east district of the city. The east district of the city being the market district. As you kind of follow, you start to pick up. You notice that some people are branching off. You hear the ringing of a blacksmith's hammer. You see a couple of like street vendors like, good people, can I interest you in some of the finest porcelain that Westfork has to offer right here? The finest porcelain in all of Westfork in this shop right here. You start to pick out all the different trappings of different stores. So what kind of store are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for a jeweler.
Looking for a jeweler.
Or like somebody who would be buying lockets, gems, stones, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Violet?
Sorry, I was gonna say while Alfonz and Ilikhal seem to be more focused on searching for some place to sell their stuff, can I possibly sleight of hand anyone close to me?
Yep.
That's not Ilikhal or Alfonz.
Yes, you may. Pilot, make a perception check for someone to investigate. Look around, actively look around for someone to potentially be a mark.
That is a 15.
15. That is, you see a younger man who is traveling with like two other gentlemen who appear to be of lesser means, but he's like really boasting about like his father and like he's kind of oh yeah, well my dad, like that's kind of what you hear. He says, oh, we'll stay in my father's townhouse this evening, boys. We won't have to stay in an inn again. He's wearing a mix of like pinks and blues. It's very like he stands out in the crowd. That is the only person that like appears, and like he is just kind of like shoulders back, chin up, just kind of like walking and gesturing and talking about the spring air, and does not appear to be overly like defensive. If you would like to pickpocket him, yes. I will need you to make a sleight of hand check.
That is a 21.
Okay. As you so it's him, and then on either side of him are these two gentlemen. You kind of walk up behind him and quickly like snip and slice, reposition your knife back in inside, and away goes a pouch of some weight.
To Alfonz and Ilikhal.
Your turn?
Yep.
Alfonz, as you're looking for a jeweler, for a moment, you're like, Ronald, Ronald's not here. And then like you look at Ronald wasn't here, and then like you look to this side, and Ronald is on the other side of you.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
What you do find, you do not find a jeweler immediately, at least. In your investigating, you do find, like, easily pick out a sign with gold coins. It looks like stacks of gold coins. And something written in behind them in Dwarvish. That appears to be, that's like the closest thing to like a jeweler-esque.
Good thing I speak
You
Dwarvish.
might see. Ah, do you?
Yes.
Okay,
He speaks a lot of languages. I believe that.
that's
Yep.
fine. You find, you see in behind, it just says, so
Panic.
Got him.
no, it's in Dwarvish, but the common translation, much like saying Ilikhal's clan is the clan of the mountain, isn't exactly correct. Like it's in Dwarvish, but like the translation to common is like eh. It is like their coins, and then below the coins is kind of it's a word meaning family or clan or tribe, and the top word is, it's like gilded is the best in English that I can common that I can communicate is gilded. And indoor it's kind of the word for bank.
Oh.
This building is all stone. It is all quarried stone. The door heavy. Like you turn the handle and you have to lean into it a little bit. And
Is it bad that the only thing I'm thinking about is bank heist?
Yes.
You know who to call.
I know. All right. Let's so go in. Yep.
And it's well lit. It is a well lit interior. There are a couple small tables and a counter. There's one woman who's kind of at the counter, and she sets down like a small purse, and there is this kind of elderly dwarven gentleman, like long gray verging on white beard and long gray verging on white hair, two half moon spectacled glasses.
Sure.
Lenses. Noah, what lenses? Half moon lens glasses. That's the word. And he looks over and he like takes the pouch and he like kind of pours it out gently, and you see him, he kind of stacks and he looks it over and he goes, okay, we will take care of this immediately. And he puts it in and he like takes it back. And he goes into the back. And he comes back out moments later. And he has a little ledger book, and he writes down a few things, and he writes out he appears to take another small note. He writes it down and goes, "Thank you for your business today, madam. Is there anything else I can help you with?" She goes, "No, that will be all. Thank you so much. It's good to see you again." He goes, "Have a wonderful day, madam. It's good to see you." And she like passes you to the exit. He goes, he looks over and he does like a few like stamping. Boom, 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 boom. He looks over, he goes, "Next, please." And like he stands up kind of straight. And he's at eye level. That's the thing. When you see, he like stepped down 2 steps and and walked into the back, and then he stepped up 2 steps and he's, "Next, please. How may I help you?"
Am I next?
You are next.
Good morning, my good sir. How are you doing this fine day?
He like finger on the nose. He goes, "Good afternoon. I'm well."
My
Good job,
apologies. I've lost track of the time.
Of course, we all do. On such a beautiful day.
To
How
be
Stays
could
fair,
we
just-
all
not?
Noah
just-
said was midday.
Running away from us.
That's fair. I'm well. Spring is a good time for business. What can I do for you?
Oh, my academic pursuits have found me in need of a transfer between gems to gold, and I was hoping your fine establishment can help me with that.
Of course. We do deal with coinage to gemage to coinage, if you will.
I indulge him. Give him a big laugh.
Good. Yes, that we can do for you. Do you have do you have the gems on you currently?
I do.
Great. Please allow me to see them.
I put down 7 gemstones, which were valued at 10 GP each.
Okay.
And the 4 EP as well. The coin.
The Electrum.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
it.
I guess
Or...
I'll try my luck at the sapphire necklace.
Okay.
What else?
He's gonna think you robbed someone.
And 2 earrings.
Oh, 100%. He thinks you robbed someone. Fuck.
He sees it set down in front of him and he goes, okay. And he reaches into, he has like a chain, like a pocket watch chain going into a front pocket. He's a male dwarf, but he is like very, very clean, very well dressed. And you see him, he pulls out the chain, and on the end of the chain is one of those jewelers monocle things. He hits it in his eye, and he picks up
over his spectacles.
They're half moon.
I'm just saying.
Spectacles down, eyeglass on, eye gem piece on. That's why it's on a chain, so he can wear his glasses too.
Just saying, doesn't that up?
He begins looking at the each of the small gemstones you've given him. There's a sapphire or a ruby. They're very small. Maybe some like few of jade. And he looks over. He goes, "Oh yes, I can do the exchange for these. Looks like about 10 gold there, 10 gold there, 10 gold there." And he goes, "Electrum pieces. Interesting. How many people choose to carry the Electrum? But nevertheless, interesting."
Well, I am choosing to part with it now.
He goes, "Yes, some shop owners have come in thinking that it's counterfeit. It's historic, but not counterfeit." You said there were 4 EP?
Yep.
Okay. That's 2 gold piece worth.
Okay.
He goes, "Oh," and he picks up the necklace and he's like looking at it. It has a sapphire in it. He's looking over it. He's like, "How interesting." He goes, "Now I'm not exactly a jeweler." He's like, "How did you happen to come by this?"
Our road
Be
is
very careful what you say.
Our road has led us actually to a bit of an incident at the Brewery Crossroads where we aided the Kingsguard in the slaying of various harpies, and their nests were flush with all of these necklaces, as you know, and I'm sure in your ages, harpies really do tend to hoard this type of stuff, and we happened to find the arch harpy's nest and collected some of these each, and yeah. At harpy.
The arch harpy.
Arch harpy. Like he was with you, and then you said arch harpy and was like, question mark? What?
But I said it with such confidence.
Sure. Such confidence. He goes, "Yes, they are known to have unusual, and you look like the type." What? It's like 50 gold piece worth. That's the side. He says, "Yeah, I can do that amount for this." Would you like just to save, or you want a conversion?
Conversion.
Okay, well, if we break it down to material, that's fine. And he gets to the 2 earrings. And he picks them up and he goes, "Well, that's just tragic in that case. If these came from a harpy's nest, of course." Do you know of these?
Okay, side note. So you alluded to them being marriage earrings yesterday. Would I know this?
You would not know.
Okay, so no.
I do, but you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's Zerati.
Yeah. It is of this world's southern continent.
Okay. No, I do not know of these.
He He says, earrings of matching styles like this. He said, you notice they have different gemstones.
Mhm.
But the earrings themselves are matches. Generally, he said, he picks it up and he looks it over and he goes, mm-hmm. He says, you can see here, and he like holds it out for you. He says, you notice the inscription running around below the gemstone, like around, it is like a stud earring, but it's got a little bit of a gold. And if you look really closely, you can see a small inscription in a language that you do not speak, kind of running around the center. And he holds up and he says, this one has a similar inscription. And he says, it is cultural of the Suradi to, instead of wedding bands, they have wedding piercings.
I kind of take a step back, just like, oh, that is tragic.
So if you found both of these together, it is quite unfortunate. And he sets them down and he says, we could break them down into just their pieces, and it would be worth whatever I told you they were worth.
Yep. Okay.
So in total, these, I can give you, what's the total gold value?
108.
108 gold pieces. He goes, I can do that. And he steps back and pulls out like a drawer. And in 4 stacks, he sets fifth small stack. And then he slides out to you and he goes, 108 gold pieces. And he slides it across, and he takes the from that drawer as well. He pulls like a velvety, like a fancy bag, and he kind of scrapes everything into it, like kind of gently, and ties it up and sets it at his waist, and he closes the drawer shut. He goes, is there anything else I can do for you today? Would you like to make a deposit? A withdrawal?
No, that will be everything for me.
Okay. You are the gentleman.
Yeah, I step up to the counter.
Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you. He looks and he says, it has been a while since one of the clans has come down out of the mountains. How can I help you, sir?
I just put my gems on the counter. I have 3 gems and 1 ruby.
Okay. In
I don't
exchange
say
or
anything.
deposit? Exchange, deposit.
Exchange, please.
He looks them over. How much are they worth?
The 3 gems worth 10, ruby worth 25.
Yes. Okay, it appears about 55 gold pieces worth here. And he slides them over and he said, just in exchange for coin, some out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of smaller stacks than what Alfonz received. And then he goes, and he goes, 55 gold for you. He takes those gems, and he has a smaller bag, and he puts those in a smaller bag into a robe somewhere. Is that
Thank
all?
you.
No deposits, no withdrawals.
That will be all. Thank you.
And you, sir, in the back, anything I can do for you?
Walk forward with my ruby necklace and my 2 10 gold gems, and I state the same.
Okay. He takes them from you. He looks them over again, and draws.
Oh, sorry. And I was gonna say, while he's doing this, could I just quietly count the other coins that I stole from the other flamboyant gentleman?
Yeah. Okay. So as he pulls that out and he's doing the counting, you kind of dump out into your hand. There are 11 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, and 1 copper piece in the pouch. He sets out the money equal to your gems and your necklace. Is that all?
Yes. Thank you.
No problem. Have a wonderful day. As you like emptied out that purse, he was.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're done, you're done.
Yeah. I just.
Okay.
And
Also-
one more thing.
Oh.
Are there any shops nearby that deal in the arcane arts? I'm looking for or old tomes, books of that sort.
Oh, of the arcane, I have not dealt much. But there is one place who deals in very, very unusual bunch of just curiosities. It is the Cauldron of Everything. It is that's the name of the store, of course. It is. You can find it. It's 2 blocks east. Yes, 2 blocks continue that way, and it will be off the main road. It is probably 200 feet. It'll be on the right side. It's
Love that name.
kind of stashed away. As far as literature, there is the Weathered Binding. You can find it. And you see him pause, like he's not like a huge reader. You can find it closer to the square. It is 2 blocks off the square and 2 blocks south. It is just behind the Halfthorn Ale House.
And a general store?
They just general provisions. There are a ton. There, it's like
Yes,
many.
I would like to purchase some rations.
Faded leather. It is. You can find it by the. I know of it by the east gate.
Cool. All right, we'll head out.
All right, where would you like to go first? It is just afternoon. Like he was a little pompous. It's like 12:05.
Okay.
Like you go
He's
through a
one of
restaurant,
those
you're like, good
people.
morning. It's like good afternoon, and you're like, all right.
It's like those people who
asshole.
say it's like the next day when it's like just past midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
I look at Alfonz and I say, "After you, my friend."
Okay. So let's head to the Cauldron of Everything.
Yeah, I
2
do want
blocks
to go
east.
there.
Curiosity
All right.
shop.
You 2 blocks east, and then you do notice it's alley-ish. It is between a bunch of tall buildings, so you head down. About 200 feet down, it's like there are a few like sketchy alleys off of this one. There is a black cat runs across your path, and down one it appears to be chasing. You're scurrying as if it's chasing a rat, and there is a sign with a cast iron. That's what I was going for. The dark iron cauldron on it. It's a 2-story building.
Yeah, we'll head inside. Fully.
Greasy needs to grease those hinges really bad. You step inside, and it is very cool inside. It's that cool and slightly humid. Like a, I don't know, just cool and slightly humid.
Like a cave.
Like a cave, yeah, kinda. And you step inside. It's a little dimly lit. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's like a ravens, you see a few shelves, and there's stuff on the walls, like you know, like a raven's skull. There's like a fan made of a bunch of different colored like rainbow feathers, like a fan, like almost like a duster, like a couple like piecemeal pieces of armor, that none of them match each other. A fancy wizard's hat is on like 4 shelves up. Among many other things, things in glass vials that like you don't really know what they are. A couple like strange liquids, and on the counter is a cauldron that is just kind of bubbling and steaming.
Don't like that.
I
Uh,
do.
and as you door latches behind you, one moment, please. And you were left alone in the store for a moment.
I'm really interested in that Raven Skull.
Yep. Okay. Raven Skull. You hear like tap, 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 tap. It sounds like somebody coming downstairs. And from the back comes a woman who is she is full glasses, very just all over the place, long curly brown hair, a darker blue, purpley, reminiscent of the night sky dress. Has kind of those like long flowy cuffs. And she goes, "Welcome to the Cauldron of Everything. How can I help you? My name is Mara."
This awkward silence happens in game.
Bloop. The cauldron goes, "Let me get that." And she like steps over and like she starts to like shuffle through. It's all right. So like I have a kitchen like a can thing, like a vase, but it's full of like spatulas and there's my whisk is in there. It's like that, except it's just got a bunch of different wooden implements in it. And she pulls it out and she like reaches up and she like stirs it. And she looks at it and she's ooh. And she makes like a face and she goes,
While she's doing that, can I like nudge Ilikhal and just be like, "Do you detect any magic properties in here? For I did not equip detect magic."
Oh my god!
I didn't
All right.
realize we were on the road.
I forgot to open my my barbarian sheet. Yeah, I will use what's it called? Magic awareness.
"Okay, how does it work?"
Just tell me
Specifically.
magic within 60 feet, and I can sense its school of magic.
Okay. Within 60 feet.
I can sense it.
Yes, there is at least a dozen things other than the 2 humanoids around you that are magical.
All right, I'll point something out to Alfonz.
There's a lot of different, like it's like
Did you just call them humans?
people around you, including the woman. She also appears to be giving off an air of magic of some sort.
Okay.
Did you feel an air of magic coming off of the twigs in my pouch by any chance?
Maybe. He has Alfonz has magic in his pouch. You are aware of things that are magic in Alfonz's pouch.
That's
But there are like at least a dozen things. It's hard to like, unless you want to like sit there for like a couple minutes and like.
I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet.
Yeah, there are there are things. It's like if I told you, like you walk into a room and I turn on 12 flashlights that are all different colors, like you're aware that
I want to look. I want to look at them now.
You got that? Okay, you're looking around. There are a bunch of blips on your radar of different colors of various schools of magic.
And I'll just say, my good madam, we were just told that this was a rather curious shop, and we would just like to browse.
Oh, well, lovely. can I help you find anything? We lack a little bit of organization. I'm sorry, it's spring cleaning. You know how it goes. Oh, we also buy things.
Well, I may have come across something rather of interest to a saleswoman like yourself.
Don't do it.
These 5 twigs that
Don't do it.
I found on the person of a green hag do have a rather interesting magical property to them, and I have no further use of them, and I thought maybe someone in your line of work might be interested in this interesting find.
Did someone detect magic on them last time?
No.
Can I confirm or deny that?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Magic awareness.
I'll just charm people.
I would like to. I want to know.
We'll see how this conversation goes. Spoilers.
I won't sell you out, but Theo would like to know.
I'm selling these sticks to this lady. Let's see what happens.
All right, but while you're doing that, I'm looking at them and sensing magic.
She looks at them. She picks up like the green one, and she's like, "This is a stick. A stick." She picks up the Y one that like is kind of peeled.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "In fact, this is also a stick. Are you wasting my time?"
I am not, actually. These have some bearing on the location of a green hag's nest that we were unable to locate just north of Westfork. And
make a deception.
Yes. Check. No, not with an advantage by any chance.
No, you should be disadvantaged. You're so full of crap.
Well, that's a 3.
Okay. She looks you over and says, "Are you going to buy anything or not?" And she starts to fill the thing from the cauldron after she's finished her. She has like a ladle, and she starts to fill. It's not smaller than a ladle. Fill these like small vials with the contents of this cauldron.
So while I was wasting the lady's time, did Ilikhal was Ilikhal able to hone in on anything specific in this shop?
Yes, I was trying to look it up, but I had to look up the sticks. The first thing you find, Ilikhal, the first thing that came to mind is, or the first thing that I guess came to mind, you became aware of it in your mind. You find a small globe, a small sphere would be a better way of describing it. It appears to be made of thick glass, and it is emanating evocation magic.
Alrighty.
It is a small sphere of thick glass. You start to pick it up, it feels like it weighs about a pound. You also find in this place a wand of some sort.
Okay.
It emanates divination magic, and kind of hung on a peg is like this really, really fancy, very like nice rope.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. What's it emanating?
Uh,
Not to put you on the spot.
enchantment.
Okay.
And those are like the 3 things in like just in the shop.
Okay, like that are like on the shelves.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You sense like 3 or 4 things. There's like at least 1 or 2 things on the woman's person. Herself. Maybe some stuff upstairs.
Okay, I wouldn't sense stuff upstairs if it's behind total cover.
You do not sense the stuff upstairs.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There is no upstairs, actually.
What's upstairs?
You don't know.
What her stairs?
It's got total cover. You have no idea.
Yeah. I'll point these out to Alfonz. The 3 I
Okay.
noticed.
Okay. I'm not.
And it also. What?
I'm not really interested.
What,
For all
really? I'd like to ask her how much for that raven's skull.
Oh, that one. Clyde.
Clyde.
She like looks you over. 4 silver pieces.
Oh, deal.
Of course.
And I hand her 4 silver pieces.
Thank you. She appears to disappear.
So as I'm putting the sticks back in my bag, I kind of like make a show out of like moving the stone egg and just kind of like moving it out of the bag and making it look like I'm making room for the thing. Just like, how about this egg?
I'm not done. KGlow.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying.
He's just doing stuff.
She notices or does not notice the stone egg.
The stone.
Potentially stone egg.
I will ask, do you perhaps have any sort of, small chain necklace I could put it on?
Clyde?
Mhm.
Yeah, of course. She like she's wearing like a kind of like a thick robe, and like you see her like she like pulls like out like she is wearing like 4 chains of various types, and she goes, I have this electrum one, I have this silver one, I have this gold one, and I have this steel one. Oh, she goes, oh, I also, and she goes, a moment, and she like scurries away. Like she sets the like liquid down. It's like a chemistry set kind of where you get the different things. She sets it down in the thing, and she goes, I'll be right back. And she says, you'll love it. And she like scurries into the back, and you hear her like, and she comes out. She goes, I also have this cold iron chain.
And it is
Spectacular. Yes, that is the correct word. I forgot I had it. It was.
Do I know the significance of cold iron?
I'll make a nature history check.
Okay. I got a 14 because I'm stupid.
Can I help?
Are you using nature or history?
Nature. They're both the same modifier. -1.
The what you choose to use depends.
Yeah.
My description.
Yeah, it would be nature. Yeah.
You know that cold iron, through in dealings with some dwarves, cold iron is natural iron. It is forged at a temperature lower than normal iron or steel in order to preserve its natural properties. Cold iron, you recall, is kind of the antithesis of the Fae.
Yeah.
To capture a fairy, you must bind them in cold iron. And she like kind of holds it up, and she's like, "It should fit your neck just well. These would be more like chokers for you." Oh, you are so lovely. Move on. And then she looks at Alfonz and goes, "You too, wizard boy." And she winks, drops like a hard wink.
Ilikhal just clears his throat.
I'm still waving the stone.
It's big. It's not like it's like
hefty.
It's been in my pouch for a week. How much does this stone weigh? Because I didn't get that number.
Your back hurts.
8 pounds.
Oh my god.
It's hefty. Like you could hurt somebody with it.
Eat it at her.
Are the chains she's wearing? Do I think they would be too small for me?
It
Or
would
is
be
she
too
just trying to
small. It
upsell me?
wouldn't be overly stylish.
Yeah.
It would be like if I was wearing like a necklace would fall to here. These would fall like this.
Oh, okay.
It would be a little bit more of a choker.
Mm-hmm. How much for the cold iron?
She kind of looks you up and down. She goes, "Well, you're taking Clyde off my hands."
I smile at her or try to. Yeah.
Make a charisma check.
Oh god.
Onions have layers.
Oh, it wasn't great. Hold on. It's just a flat 10.
It's not bad. She
Yeah.
goes, "For you,
Exceedingly average.
1 silver piece."
Oh yeah, easy. I hand her silver piece to her.
Yep. She goes, "Okay." And she like like reaches up. It's like it's almost like links of chainmail,
Okay.
but it's dark. It is cool. It is somewhere cooler. This place is cool. It is cool to the touch. It is like little links. They're fairly small links, and they are linked together.
Yeah, I thread it through Clyde's eye holes, and then I put it around my neck.
Okay. You have a raven skull hanging by like the bridge, so like the beak is pointed up at you. Or
No.
you want to go the other way.
Yeah.
Eyeball, beak point down.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You have a Clyde necklace.
Yeah, I'm all about that fashion souls, baby. I'm done.
Right.
That was very important to me.
Could I ask her about the vials of ominous liquid?
Yeah, she goes, oh, this?
Yes, please.
She goes, this is my own creation. And she says, if you drink it, you become incredibly ill. But if you put it on your skin, you will smell like lavender all day.
So it's perfume?
Or poison, depending on how you choose to use it.
Could I try to get a whiff?
Yeah.
And it smells like lavender?
Wait, can Pilot
Pilot
smell?
yes.
I-
We're gonna have to assume
Last
that
episode we went with no.
Pilot, it smells like lavender if you can smell lavender.
Okay. And how much?
Slight hints of rosewater. Let's see. This attach that. A little bit of a stir. Then 4 hours in there. Clive's heart. This.
Clyde's heart.
2 silver pieces for a vial,
2 silver pieces for a vial.
which would be like 2 servings or 6 applications, I guess. 6 days applications. She like kind of like.
I love that this lady is just aware and fine with the fact that she's selling poison.
Depends how you use
There's
it.
a lot of things if you drink it. It's poison.
Yeah, but she's acknowledged it's poison.
Theo, you
So-
go drink
so
some
do-
perfume
yeah.
and tell me it doesn't make you really sick.
I'm not arguing.
Go
I'm just
drink
saying,
some
she's like, yeah,
Windex.
you can
It's
use
great
it
for
as
cleaning,
poison.
but it'll kill you.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna sue you.
Do not.
I put down a gold piece.
You want 5 vials?
Yes.
Let me cork these for you.
This business is
And she
finally
takes
taken
out-
off
and
for
she-
her.
There's like a drawer, like right into the poop, and like she has like a little tongs. It goes, and she even pushes like the little display for it. She goes, "Thank you for your business." And she takes the gold coin and she drops it in a different pocket.
And by chance, do you have any more of fun drinks?
Fun drinks.
Fun.
I'm
drinks.
I'm asking for like
You're asking for whatever she interprets that as.
I'm
She
asking
goes,
for
she like reaches like behind her back and she goes. She set something down on the table. It's crystal clear.
and what
Is-
made this?
That it's actually something my cousin makes.
Snake oil salesman. It's water.
And what does your cousin claim this vial does?
It's moonshine.
He calls it white lightning.
Moonshine.
Burns a lot if you drink it, and
Yeah, it's
will
moonshine.
really do something for you. But if you're looking for something a little more unhearty, I'm afraid I would not be able to sell you anything like that.
She straight up just said she sells poison.
And she like reaches under the counter and she sets something down. She goes,
Who are you
I look
talking
at-
to? Why are you yelling?
Ilikhal is
Is
like
there anything wrong with
looking
this
around.
purchase?
How much? How much are they?
well, you see, my cousin makes this, but it's very rare. And they say it will absolutely knock you unconscious.
Yes.
It is 5 gold pieces. Never mind, it is very expensive. That is 5 gold pieces. The white lighting is 5 gold pieces. She says, this is 2 servings. Each serving is 100 gold pieces apiece. Also, don't let sunlight touch it.
So wait, the bottle is 2 servings, so she's charging 200 GP?
Yep.
Jesus. Why don't she just lead with that?
100 GP.
For the it is also it's a bottle. It is completely black. The bottle is black. It is not see-through.
I will stick with the lavender perfume for now.
That's fine.
Do you have... I'm kidding. Do you have weed?
Oh, I have weed.
You have some sort of herb that you have yet.
You have some.
Because we do actually sell fine herbs. And she like takes out like she's like over here.
Can Pilot get high?
She like kind of walks over and she like pulls out like kind of a container and she sets it down and it's got a bunch of different things. And then she goes, we also have a water pipe for it. And she pulls out and she says, you see what you do is you light the coals here and then you place that there and then they come in a variety of flavors. It's a hookah. She's trying to sell you a hookah. In addition, and she has a bunch of different flavored tobacco, apparently.
What flavors are your most popular?
Oh my god.
Well,
What is happening?
personally, I like the elderberry, but a lot of people do like our peach. But it's very out of season right now, so we only have a little bit left. So it's a little bit higher of a markup, and then we also have winterberry and mint.
How much is for the mint?
The mint is for a serving, 3 silver pieces.
I hand her 3 silver for the mint.
And she like kind of does it, and she's got like a little leather pouch, and go.
I take it, and I'll just hand it to Alfonz and go, test it out for me.
Right now?
Go
If
right
you
now.
would.
Go.
Let me know if this is any good, bud.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll give it to Alfonz and be like,
Pilot is your dealer.
give it a go for me.
Right now.
What is happening?
If you'd like. You could do it now, you could do it later. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
I don't have a pipe.
That's
I don't
the
have a
most
water pipe.
Pilot
I
has
haven't
ever said.
You
not
have a pipe.
buying a
I mean,
water pipe.
not a hookah pipe, but you
okay.
have a pipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. She goes, I could actually. We have this one. It has 3 attachments. We could get this. It's a good social event.
I mean, you bought the tobacco. We might as well set up 4 if you'd like to join us.
She like absolutely. So she walks in the back. She gets a different one that has 4 attachments. She puts on 4 pipes and she does like a clap clap, and 2 of the shelves actually slide, and up from the floor comes like a 4-seater table and 4 stools.
I guess this is happening.
She likes the hookah and says, if you're buying, fine by me.
I go and sit.
I hand her back the tobacco and it's like, okay, you set this up. I don't know what I'm doing here.
She preps the hookah. And then she goes, yeah. And lights. And you say, there's a hookah with 4 pipes.
Theo, are you okay?
Love D&D. Ilikhal sits down.
And like she snaps, and the lighting in the room like adjust to like casual, like instead of business, it's like just. So you're 3 very interesting travelers. What brings you to Westfork?
We're just passing through. Only here for a quick resupply, and we're off to Storm's Fall.
Are you not going to stay for the solstice? For the equinox? That one? Whatever they are. Suns. Who needs them?
More festivities. What do you guys celebrate for the equinox?
It's just kind of a fancy market day, actually. It's not as nice as anything else. Sometimes there are jongleurs.
What?
Jongleurs? You know, they jongle. Performers, acrobats, jugglers. Sometimes a traveling troupe. Most of the local farmers buy their seed in bulk on the first market day of spring as well. So it's just going to be a busy day in the market tomorrow. Maybe I'll set up a stall.
Well, we will be staying in town overnight, so we may see you and check out the market on our way out of town.
It's always a good time.
Ilikhal is just smoking.
It's mint. It's like a good mint though. It's not like toothpaste mint. It's like fresh mint.
Like pepperminty. Yeah.
Yeah. It gives you it like clears your sinuses a little bit too. You enjoy your pipes with the shop owner Mara. She tells you about owning a shop. She says she gets some like real sketchy people come in sometimes. Unfriendly types. Sometimes
Are we sketchy people?
I mean, she's smoking with us, so we can't be that bad.
Just most people, some don't even come in and want to do conversation, which is just kind of a sad thing, you know? How busy can you be that you can't take a moment out of your day to enjoy some time with some strangers and have good conversation?
So would you say we're getting kind of more friendly with her? Is she kind of enjoying it? So can I ask, so when you run a shop like this, I imagine you come across some items that you wouldn't want to part with. What would be your favorite item that you came across in running this establishment?
It's just, well, lots of curiosities come through, of course. But my favorite so far has been this. And she reaches at her waist. She pulls up a pouch. It is gray cloth. It appears pretty much empty. It's very decorative, and it's got two fancy ties at the top.
And what is this?
This is a bag of tricks.
Oh.
Still waiting for that bag of holding.
Yeah.
And what does a bag of tricks do?
She goes, see for yourself. And she unties it and opens up and says, take one.
Okay. I reach
You
in.
have to reach inside and pull it out. Okay. You reach inside and you pull out a fuzzy object. It's about this big. It's like a little fuzzball.
Okay.
Yep. She goes, toss it on the ground.
Okay. Tosses it on the ground.
It in front of you on the ground appears a giant rat and looks at you and he goes and she just chuckles. Oh, lovely.
How big is giant?
A giant rat,
Like big rats from Dark Souls, giant.
Like like skeever sized.
is a small beast, so it is the size of a child.
Okay. Bibbs hates you right now.
Why?
Or he will in like 2 months for the rat.
Rats? It's just. And just
When
kind
I
of-
see this,
Mhm.
can I ask her if she has anything that's if she has something called a hat of vermin?
Hat of vermin?
Yeah.
She goes, I do not have a hat of vermin. Unfortunately, I hear.
Hold on, I gotta Google something.
Okay, I nod and that's fine. That's fair.
Well, that,
Oh my god.
and I chuckled to
It
myself.
summons a bat, a frog, or a rat. And which tries to get away from you as quickly as possible. It's not under your control, it's just there.
Distraction. Well, that is a trick. Wow.
Ilikhal just points at it and chuckles.
What is the most interesting thing you've seen come out of a bag like this?
She goes, this one depends what you call interesting.
Uncomfy.
She goes, he's pretty interesting. Lucky for us, there wasn't a dire wolf or anything like that, though. Oh, that would barely fit in my shop. It would have been a terror.
I would have killed it.
You could have just summoned a dire wolf. Yikes.
Her rat is just kind of like looking at you, Alfonz.
Are you my rat now?
Looks like you found your familiar.
Guys, I don't know where we're going with this conversation. We are just...
What is happening?
This is my giant rat.
You said you wanted to smoke hookah with the nice lady who owns the store, and she obliged.
With all due respect, I never said that. I'm just here.
I didn't even give you a whole day this time. At least you're not in with the mob as far as you know.
You can't contain
Yet.
us, Noah.
Yeah, that is. She's like, the pipe does finish. Well, that was quite enjoyable, and she like claps, and it descends into the floor, and your seats descend below. You have to stand up. She goes, but I do unfortunately have to get back to work eventually. Potions to brew and all that. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I think you've done more than enough, and we thank you again for your patronage and your service, and hope you have a great day.
Just have a great day. Enjoy Clyde. He was so lovely. And enjoy that crazy rock you have.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about this rock, would you?
Looks like an egg.
Thank you.
I'm not an obstetrician.
Curious.
I'm not an expert in eggs.
Can I use my second magic awareness to look at the egg?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, he's holding it out, yeah. This is worth it for me.
Non-magic.
Okay.
You're not sure if it's an egg.
Okay, good
or
to
a
know.
rock. It feels like a rock.
Okay, good to know.
All right, so we head out. That took
Head out.
2 hours longer than it should have.
It is late in the afternoon now. It is 2:00
Okay.
in the afternoon.
I still want to go to the general store, the traveler store.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is by the east gate.
What, we came in the north gate?
I'm in the north gate.
And we went east already, so it should be.
Oh, I meant to mention, as you leave, the rat follows.
Okay.
We still have a big rat now?
And she goes, Randolphus, be good.
It has a name?
I do not take any responsibility for his well-being.
You just kind of
I love him.
bind you. He potentially could fuck you up.
He hasn't yet.
He like staying like relatively at your heels, like just Alfonz's heels, just kind of.
I grabbed the little
just
like quarter ration from like 3 weeks ago that pilot slipped into my bag. But I'm assuming I noticed at one point or another, and I just throw it to the rat just to feed him. That's where
He
walking.
appears to be much happier now. He's got like a little bit.
He's got some skip in his step.
The black cat that came out of the alleyway, like, and then Randolphus looks at it and goes, and the cat's like, "Fuck, this is a big rat. I'm out." He follows. You continue. You make it to the main road. People are like, "That guy's got a rat. How weird." But it just kind of follows you along as you head towards the east gate.
I
down the
don't
main
think
road.
that's the weirdest thing about my appearance.
You're like the quarterstaff and the rat's just kind of like
Of course, he has a rat.
just going with you. As you probably a quarter mile at least, make it towards the east gate. As you get there, you do see a sign for the Faded Leather General Store. Faded Leather General Goods and Services. There's
I'll head
also
inside.
next to the Faded Leather is, it appears to be a yard for like horses, and there are some stables and things.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll head into the Faded Leather.
In the Faded Leather you go. There is a bell. Ding ding. Here. Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Hello, I would like to purchase some rations, please.
Oh, rations. For like dry rations for travel, right? Yes?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
please.
Of course. Yes, you would, of course.
Roughly how far is it to Storm's Fall?
It is about from here.
I'm asking Noah.
7
late.
days.
Okay.
It is about 7 days. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Walking. You could just like.
Okay.
you could run.
Yeah.
You're really tired. You could fly.
I'll purchase a week's ration, please.
It is 7 days. A week is 9.
I know.
Okay. You're getting 9.
Yeah, I want 9.
days worth of rations. All right. Would you prefer pork or beef? We have
Beef,
both.
please.
Beef for you. Okay. He like walks like kind of back behind the counter. There's like a long thing, and he actually like pulls out like a drawer. It looks like it's full of jerky, and he loads like 8 packs, small like individual things. It's like each one is like a day's worth of
Hopefully
meals.
9.
Hopefully 9.
Yeah, not 8.
9 is yes, a normal week, not a lunar week. Yes. Okay. 9 days worth of rations. That's gonna run you 4.5 gold pieces.
So 4 gold, 5 silver?
Yes.
Alrighty, I hand that over. Thank you very much.
He goes, actually they come with a canteen when you buy a week, and he sets down like it's like a small canteen.
Thank you very much.
Like 2 glasses worth of water. It appears to be like kind of leather, and like right across the side says the Faded Leather. It is branded.
I would also like to purchase a week's worth of rations.
2nd week's worth of rations. Would you like pork or beef?
Pork for me.
Pork for you. Okay. There you go. There's also 4.5 gold pieces, and it comes with a canteen. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Cha-ching.
I go up to him and ask, do you sell beeswax?
Beeswax for like small hinges and things. We don't actually have any beeswax, but we do have 1 container of oil, which will serve most of the same purposes, except you can't eat it.
I won't try to eat it.
All right, well, we got this container here. Is a week's worth of applications. 4.5 gold pieces. We have this one here, which is twice as large. And it's 9 gold pieces.
I put down 9 gold pieces.
Thank you. It's a container of oil. It looks like it actually has a dropper. Is there anything else I can do for you, good sirs?
Can I just, independently roll nature check, history check about Pilot Ronald?
Yes.
Which one?
What are you trying to nature perceive?
I've noticed they are
Understand?
they're humanoid, but they're inhuman.
Mhm.
This is the third or fourth time I've seen them buy oil or wax of some kind. They're hard. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with them. Anything that
you
might fit the
notice
bill.
that they're not a person.
Mhm.
They're a robot.
They're not a human.
Yeah.
Have I noticed that? That's you've not told me I've noticed that.
You have perceived through that veil.
I've noticed that they're robotic.
Yes.
But you've not told me like, oh yeah, no, you know they're a robot.
You've perceived through. In your discussion of like, what are you? I assumed you were asking like, you are not a person.
Yeah, but they didn't tell me.
You don't know what a Warforged is.
That's what I wanted to roll for, to see if I knew anything of that sort.
You do not know what a Warforged is.
Okay, cool.
You don't know what a pilot is.
Either. Yeah. All right.
You would never have encountered a story of them, nor would you have encountered them, period.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So, yeah, you would not know what a Warforged is.
Yeah, no, because Pilot has not explicitly told me anything, and I haven't seen them. I've just seen that they're sort of inhuman.
Yes. That is...
Yeah.
You've only seen what is, like, not clothed. You've seen, like, their... Actually, if they've worn their mask, you've seen, like, their...
I've barely seen the top half of their face, because
Hands
they usually have their hood up.
Yeah.
They wear gloves.
Yeah. You've seen their wrist.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's about it.
Okay. Oh, cool.
That's all you want?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You're done with the...
I'm done. Yeah. Just thinking.
Anything else I can help you with? Eh?
Bye.
Oh, okay. Have a good day.
What is happening?
You're in town.
Pizza go next.
What else? Where else do you want to go? It is now 3:00.
Do you want to go to your bookstore? Okay.
Yeah. I need to buy some magical supplies.
Okay. You go. You try. You make your way towards the faded leather. You could have probably asked.
Nope.
Cauldron of Everything for those
The
things.
binded.
Nope. Sorry. The weathered binding.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Faded
That's the
leather.
one.
Those could both be bookstores.
Good. Yeah.
You make your way towards the weathered binding, which is closer to the center of town.
Do we walk past the Cauldron
Yes,
of
you walk
Everything?
past
I just pop my head and it's like, you wouldn't happen to have magical paper and ink, would you?
She like perks up behind you. She's like, you again?
Me again.
Yeah, actually, I do. Why didn't you ask before? It's like 10 gold pieces per. That's how much. What is consumed in copying?
It is 50 gold per level.
Half for
Conjuration.
Okay,
So I will buy
what do you need?
100 gold worth of materials.
So 2 level 1 spells or 1 second level spell.
Correct.
She actually pulls out a
Or for 1 level conjuration spells.
or
Right.
for 1 level conjuration
Yeah.
spell. She sits down and she reaches into her. She's got like a half cape also,
Mhm.
and she like reaches in and she kind of sprinkles. It looks like a type of sand across it, and she flicks, and then she pulls out a small vial and drips a little bit of water across it. Pulls out a wand, gestures at it, and she goes, "That should do you just fine."
Amazing. Thank you so much.
And she goes, "You too. Have a wonderful day."
Okay.
You've got an admirer, Alfonz.
Alfonz is a ladies' man.
Alfonz isn't doing anything.
No, but ladies love him.
Ladies love them.
I haven't
wanna be him.
noticed.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Do you
4
still want to go
o'clock.
to your bookstore?
Might as well. Do we want to go to
I
the
don't have-
bookstore?
I don't have anything else to do.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll keep an eye out for any inns along the way, I suppose, because we're gonna need to.
From
Rest up
what you
soon.
were informed, the bookstore is behind
Next
the
to an
house.
ale house.
Next to is behind the ale house. So
Right.
Is an ale house an inn? Or
An
is it
ale
just a
house?
bar?
is an inn.
Okay.
Potentially. We'll see how tall it is when you get there. As you travel for another like 5 minutes into town, you do see the sign for the Half-Thorn Ale House. You know it is behind. You see the Half-Thorn Ale House. It is 3 stories tall. You assume it is not all bar. And you go back behind, and behind on the street behind the Half-Thorn Ale House is a store that says Weathered Binding.
Go in.
Okay. You could choose not to. I'm just making sure.
The last second, we're like, nope, I don't want this.
Forget it. Let's go back to the other side of town.
Gambling. That's what we want. Yes.
We want the mob.
That's what the people want.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet.
You walk up to it.
Mhm.
And it let's look their sign with their hours. It says they just closed. I think they closed.
I would like to argue that the faded leather and going back to her did not take 2 hours. You said an hour passed inside each store, and I call bullshit.
You got to walk around.
But no. You said when we came out, it's 4 o'clock. When it was 3 o'clock when we went in.
Yeah, we bought 2 rations and left.
Yeah. KGlow bought up some paper and left.
All right.
I knock on the door.
I just make life hard for Noah. I love you.
It is in fact 3:30.
You arrive at the Weathered Binding. All of the windows are blasted out, and it looks like there was a large fire.
What have I done? This is direct action.
What have we done?
Do I see any tomes that might have survived the fire? It's like,
Maybe
okay.
some of them were like magically fireproof.
They just closed them a little while ago. You can see them. You can go in the morning.
Did they close or are they on fire?
They closed. They're closed.
Okay.
I knock for a second time.
It's like there are no lights on at all. Like it doesn't look like anybody's like in the back or anything. They look closed.
They must close early. All right.
At 3:30.
Maybe they close early on the day before market days.
Shoot.
They're closed at this
Heist.
You could. It is a bookstore.
Yeah. Best heist of all time.
Could break in.
Ilikhal?
Yes.
Open this door. No, I'm just joking.
Kick it down. So what do we do now?
It's only 3:30.
Is it?
None of you have a watch. You know watches exist. You've seen somebody with a watch.
Yeah, I know what time it is. I live outside.
It's a nice
I can
day.
tell
We can see the
roughly by
sun.
the sun. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You could tell it's sometime between 3:30 and 4 o'clock.
Which is why it's more. Is why it's more egregious that the
Okay.
store is already closed.
Hmm.
Got a life to live.
They have a business to run, Marnie from
Day before
Stardew.
market day.
So
Hashtag boycott market day. Let's get out of this stupid town. It's stinky.
Market day can pay off sometime.
no.
What if I tried to roll thieves' tools while they were arguing?
No. Insight
We're
check
not
to see them
arguing
picking
canonically.
the lock.
You are
This is
arguing
table talk.
about like
No, this is table talk. None of us are doing our very different voices.
you're
I
right.
rolled a 12 for thieves' tool, if that
That's
matters.
actually not good enough to unlock the door. So you can jiggle the handle. It is well locked.
Okay.
Thank God.
You can see through the window that there are bookshelves. There are books.
I punched through the glass. I'm kidding.
Throw yourself at it. I mean, you're made of metal.
Are you?
So what do we do? What do we do for the rest of the day?
Anyone up for some cards?
And eating dinner or lunch.
It's only 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
Oh, we
What?
completely wasted this day.
You walked into town at midday.
Are we?
Completely wasted.
Yeah,
Wonderful smoking time with
that's
Mara.
true. Hmm.
that you definitely wanted to do.
Yeah. How are we feeling after that?
Good. It was good hookah. Like
Nice.
it was tobacco. It wasn't
Yeah.
Weed.
perception altering.
Okay. Well,
It was pleasant.
I guess we could go to the alehouse, see if they have any leads, or we could just vibe there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can go study some spells.
Yeah, because we kind of just want to keep moving. Yeah.
Yeah. That's stinky.
Okay, Doc.
Okay. You go to the ale house.
If she ever listens to this episode, she's gonna love it. Trust me. Even if you guys didn't appreciate it.
There's a lot of people. It's the day before market day. There are already a lot of people here. People coming into town, people trying to book rooms. There are people sitting at the various booths and chairs and sitting at the bar. There's like one space open at the bar. There's one table open. It's not even a booth. It's like a table. There are 3 barmaids and a bartender doing business. Going and going and going and going. Nobody welcomes you in. They're all working.
Is there anyone in my experience that looks like they might have some odd jobs for a rogue to do?
Make a perception check.
That's a 4.
Not you do not perceive anyone that appears.
There are people in here.
There are people. No one is sitting alone. Scratch. There's one person sitting alone at the end of the bar because there is a space open next to them. They're just kind of nursing a drink. The bartender has red hair. 2 of the
Can
barmaids.
you sit down at the empty space?
Okay. Ronald just walks over and sits at the empty spot at the bar. And the bartender like kind of walks like after like serving like 5 or 6 people like he doesn't even like he just points at you and like you're up. What do you want?
Mead, please.
Mead? All right. He like grabs a mug and he pulls from like a smaller keg. It's like a hogshead. Holds it, slides out and says, 1 silver.
I toss it at him.
Pocketed. Food?
Not right now, thank you.
Solid, let me know. He goes back to serving other people. The other 2 of you?
I ask the bartender about a room. Any vacancy?
He says, we got a double. He like looks. He pulls out like a ream paper and he goes, "We got a double for 1 gold a night, and we got a really nice triple for 1 gold, 4 silver. That comes with dinner and breakfast."
I imagine the double will be fine. I don't think Violet is going to stay.
No, at this point, it's just a write-off.
Yeah.
Double it is. He goes, the bed's going to be just big enough for him.
Oh, he's used to it.
We get enough.
Thanks, Alfonz.
That's
we get
big enough,
for
though.
the to come through occasionally.
All right. Pay? Yep.
He goes to like the back wall and pulls out like green keys. And he goes, it's on the 3rd floor. It's number 7.
Look at Pilot saving you guys money.
Can we take our dinner now? That's
Dinner now? Yeah. He's like, we've got a beef stew or half a chicken.
Have a chicken.
Half a chicken. You, big one.
Yeah.
Half a chicken?
Mm-hmm.
1 whole chicken between the 2 of you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, all right, we got a whole buck. No stews.
I'm betting that there's no way Alfonz will eat his whole half chicken. So.
No drinks.
Alfonz
Mead, ale, wine.
Alfonz can eat a whole chicken.
What was that last option?
Cold water.
No.
I'll take a wine. Thank you.
Ale, please.
White or red?
I got scared.
Don't point at me. Rosé. Can I get a combo of the white and the red?
Oh
If you
my
haven't heard
God.
that term before.
Next round, he uncorks 2 bottles.
This is gonna taste
I don't know why he
disgusting.
wants to. He
Yeah.
puts down, it's actually a glass of wine. He sets down an ale and he goes, "Only 1 table left. You better get it before it goes."
Yeah, we go sit down.
Have a seat. Wonderful. And he starts like going back and forth, serving and serving, serving. As the barmaid comes by, 2 half chickens. There are also some mixed vegetables. It's there's like carrots and potatoes. They appear like they were like just like long, slow boiled, like maybe in some.
Ew.
Yeah, baby food.
It's not like they, I mean the potatoes. It's like before you mash potatoes, like that consistency. They're really easy to cut through. The carrots.
Oh,
are,
the vegetables.
Yeah, not the
Oh,
chickens.
thank God.
The chickens
Okay.
were on a spit,
Okay.
like
Oh,
roasted.
thank God.
And
I
then
thought
it's
we were
like
just having
it's like
dry
fried-
boiled chicken.
It's the chicken they used in the soup.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
what I
have,
thought.
The vegetables are like
Okay.
also boiled in some sort of stock.
Okay, cool.
Chicken noodle
Cook it
soup
at the same
without the
time.
soup.
Yeah,
Have the
Um,
flavor.
and it literally, you guys like have half of the same chicken. Like it came off the spit, and somebody sliced it with a cleaver,
Nice.
and it went on either tray. And that's how they cut the breastbone and everything. And
Nice.
Is there salt on the table?
no,
I take out my rock of salt and I just like carve at it again.
With your little dagger.
Yeah.
it's just, a little bit. Yep, you season it.
Mhm.
It does appear there is rosemary and butter was used in the cooking of chicken. The skin is very crispy.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, dig in.
It's juicy. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. It's a great dinner. You thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, you have a great time.
It's been 2 hours. We've smoked
we-
and gotten a room. I love it.
You will have a room. You have a bedroom. It is, you enjoy dinner. It takes like an hour and a half. You can order more drinks if you want. Spend more money. Silver piece per drink. Put
This
as
is
many.
expensive.
How drunk do you want to be?
I got some studying to do, so not very.
You do.
You can study and drink.
Can you?
Yeah. Could
Maybe not
I?
well, but yeah.
I've studied and drank before. Didn't I?
Yeah.
I put down 3 silver pieces and asked the bartender to send the extra 2 drinks to Ilikhal and Alfonz.
You are delivered a round of drinks, courtesy of someone at the bar.
Hell yeah.
I make eye contact with the only person looking my direction, and I just kind of like, I don't realize it was from Pilot. I'm like, oh, thank you.
The gentleman at the end of the bar is like, "Cheers, mate."
Australian.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill down here and drink.
Yeah. I'll head up to the room and start studying, and I'll decide what spell I'm learning.
Alfonz, going upstairs to be a nerd.
Mhm.
You go upstairs. It's a nice room. It's modest. It's a modest room. There is a small fireplace. There is a small table with 2 chairs. There are 2 beds.
What time is
Yeah.
it, roughly? 5?
4:30, 5
Oh,
o'clock.
still early. Okay.
After eating dinner?
Time passes
long-
slower when you're eating than when you are walking around town.
Okay.
I mean, it could be 6. It is late afternoon, very late afternoon, early evening.
I'm just gonna need 4 hours, so
On the
5,
way
6
to-
is perfect.
Yeah, that'll work. You start to do wizard things.
Mhm.